Today I'm working on this 2015 Renault Clio. This car had a front impact which resulted in a damaged impact bar and some minor damage on the left side of the bumper. You can't really tell that the impact bar is damaged because the bumper is flexible and tend to mask the damage underneath. Here you can see the tool that I'll be using today. They are not that much. I only have to take down the bumper, remove the impact bar and replace it, and then put up the bumper again. As a first step, I will remove the bolts on the side of the bumper. There's one here, where the bumper meets the other part of the covers, and on the left side and one on the right side. It's just a 10 millimeters head, and I'll advise using an hinged socket key, but you can probably manage to do this with a screwdriver. So right now I have removed the bolts on the under tray. There are 4 T30 Torx head bolts. You can see there's a lot here. There are other 2 down there, and then there are 3 T20 Torx head bolts. They are quite hidden. One is there, the other one is down there, and there's also one right here. And that's it. I think now I can move on to the bolts on the upper part of the bumper. On the upper part of the bumper there are 6 T20 Torx head screws, and then there's this cable, the release mechanism of the bonnet to be removed. So just like this, and then you pull the cable and remove the bumper. Now the bolts are removed, the cable is released. On the sides I have torn those part open. You have to pull quite firmly, it's like breaking them, but they will not break. This is the other side. The bottom part of the bumper is free. Now I just have to pull the bumper to the front and be quite cautious, because there are these fog lamps right there, and their connector needs to be released without breaking the cable. So here's the bumper. This is the connector I mentioned before. It's just one for all the LEDs and fog lights of the bumper, and there's the other side you have to release. And this is the impact bar. As you can tell, this is quite damaged. It's really bad. And now I have to remove all the shroud and release the impact bar. Now I have removed the various plastic parts that were held on the impact bar. The most difficult one was this clip right here, holding the wiring loom to the impact bar itself. Here I have the 2 impact bars. This one, of course, is the one that absorbed the impact. That one is the new one. They are exactly the same, except for the marking right here. We will find the part number of the original part right here, as long as it's the OEM part. There's also the marking of the material. In this case it's aluminum, 7108. And that's it. Now I will transfer to some minor parts like that plastic clip to the new part, and then I will reinstall the impact bar. I tried to define the tightening torque of the bolts, 3 on this side and 3 on that side. I guess they were around 60 Newton meters, and I will then tighten the new bolts with this torque. Now the new impact bar is in its position. It aligned well with the frame, and the frame itself is okay, it's straight. The impact was just a minor one. It's just that this impact bar is made on purpose to absorb any type of extra load and deform by quite much. In terms of the expense and time for this job, this impact bar is, I'd say, not really impossible to find on the internet. The price ranges between 60 to 100 euros, depending on the shipping, which might be or not included. And as for the time, I'd say that 1 hour is okay to do this type of job. A little side note: while I was putting the parts back on, I found that there are actually 4 T20 bolts on the other tray. It was just one missing on this car, so there's one here, one there, and one there. And for the T30 bolts there are 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now the car is finished. The process is exactly the same of the removing of the parts, just in reverse. There's not even need to adjust the bumper lines because it's quite precise. So that's it. Now I will go for a ride. See you in the next video.